So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And the counter is on. Zola. Roberto Carlos produces a cross. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Newcastle are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Now can he find a... He's had a shot! It's in! And there is your opener. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a pretty loose pass. He has found a way through. And that has found him in acres of space. Nice interception, well timed. Zola. Oh, they could break here. Oh, that's fabulous. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Tavernier.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Newcastle ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, easy pickings there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mateus. And this is Zola. Great ball and Seedorf! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. Bournemouth are looking to go forward now. Truffert. Adriano. He's chance for a shot! And he's taking no chances there. And it's Fletcher. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deftly away. And smartly reclaimed. Spread to the right. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Adley. No, that's been intercepted. Mateus. Darren Fletcher. Played out towards the right wing. Adriano. Adley. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Nicely weighted ball. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. And it's Seedorf. Can he get it through?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Seedorf. And here's Zola. Mateus gets a foot in here. Darren Fletcher. Christie. Oh, good spread. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Adriano. Played back. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Some first half thoughts?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Newcastle can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. The second half is up and running. Newcastle currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That's an excellent interception. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Darren Fletcher. Rummenigge. To Darren Fletcher. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Fletcher. This is promising. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pass somewhat off target. Mateus gets on his bike and on the move. That's a good ball. And this is Fletcher. Still just a single goal between the sides. Adley. The message is clear, none shall pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Seedorf. Zola has found the net here, of course. Darren Fletcher. Christie. Now it's Adley.
For this match was 29,514.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
And the shot! And that's in! And this is getting better and better. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Newcastle are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
He leaps for it. And there's a goal. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Piqué is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rummenigge. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rummenigge ploughing through the middle. Rummenigge. Oh, this is a terrific run.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos. And it's Seedorf. And here's Zola. Shot a goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Number 9,
Newcastle find a position of real strength now. In with the challenge. Mateus looking for the run.
Number 19.
And he cuts out the supply. Christie. And it's Kluivert. That has been slung wide. Krupi. Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. That's going wide left. Kluivert! Chance, surely! Pepe, the man synonymous with solidity. Great vision. He's found space here. Lahm. Thinks about the shot. There's the shot! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match. And he gets rid in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? There's the delivery. Oh, great lead! He got the hard part right, but the rest wrong. Mateus. And the number on the board is 3. And Darren Fletcher. And this is Adriano.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And time is up. Newcastle have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway. Tell! It's their first effort on goal.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Tell with the short one. Gray's cross. Richarlison! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Van der Ven makes the interception. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And the Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And the counter is on. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Richarlison, is a natural wide player, Peter, who can get into double digits in terms of goals. So he's a valuable component to any team. And I think he's expanded his game recently in that he now shows a capability to play as part of a front two. And his unconventional style can suit that role of a supporting striker.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. First quarter of an hour gone. Sar. Newcastle still without a single shot on target. And here's Tell. And he's played it back. Doesn't quite get there. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Tell. And here's Sar. Van der Ven picks it up out wide. Very nicely done. Tell. And that is expertly dealt with. Van der Sar can clear it away. Great vision. Tell. Chance for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Tell plays it short. Played in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Tell tries to play it through. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's really well cleared. Pedro Porro puts them all in. And he thumps it clear. But they've got it again. And here's Richarlison. He'll try from distance. Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Lahm. Rummenigge. Darren Fletcher. Shot. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Newcastle have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
It's a threatening ball. Now that's a fine challenge. Now it's Solanke. Gray.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Porro. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Seedorf. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Newcastle leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0.
Added time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Opts for safety. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Newcastle leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Newcastle are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you do...
A header! Well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Now it's Tell. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Solanke really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Richarlison! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos. Darren Fletcher, well seen, saw that coming. Tell. Sarr. Tell. Now it's Richarlison. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
And here's Zola. He's shifting through the gears here. Zola couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Zola. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Zola providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Seedorf. Good take, and is he in? Adriano is fouled. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Well, this looks... Roberto Carlos! Gets his head on it! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pedro Porro. So what can they make of this? Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Newcastle really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution.
Tottenham have opted to make another change here. Spence. Pedro Porro. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now Romero. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Adriano being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Newcastle are coasting towards victory. Now it's Kolomuani. And here's Richarlison. And he's being shifted off it. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. It's Seedorf. And Seedorf! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he stuck it away. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's an excellent interception. Danso. Gray. And it's Porro. Now it's Richarlison. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Looking for options for movement. Good ball, good take. Real chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Spence kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's found a way through. And that's that. Newcastle have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Adriano walking off with the...